What if I told you that Peter Doocy's wife is an interesting person with a backstory of her own rather than merely a supporting role in his life? Today we're focusing on the woman who works with Peter Doocy, who you may know as the witty, quick-witted Fox News reporter who's often in the news. And believe me, you won't want to miss her story. Thus, inhale deeply, for what you are going to learn will astonish, motivate, and perhaps even leave you speechless. You won't anticipate this revelation, so stay tuned to the very end. In journalism, Peter Doocy has established himself as one of the most identifiable figures. He is constantly in the spotlight, whether he is providing breaking news or posing challenging questions at the White House. However, every great guy has a woman behind him who is equally amazing. In Peter's case, that lady is his wife, Yvonne. If she would rather avoid the spotlight, her life and achievements are truly remarkable. Who is she then? What is her story? And how does she manage to coexist with one of the nation's most well-known journalists? Let's get started. First things first, Peter Doocy's wife is a powerful individual in her own right and not merely a spouse. Her accomplishments and history speak for themselves. Despite her low profile, she has a highly educated career that demonstrates her passion, knowledge, and dedication. Even more amazing, though, is her ability to keep her privacy intact despite being married to a well-known public figure. She has succeeded in creating a space that is exclusively her own in a world where social media frequently makes it difficult to distinguish between private and public lives. And it's no little accomplishment. Let's now discuss their relationship. The relationship between Peter Doocy and his spouse is based on love, support, and respect for one another. Although Peter's work frequently puts him in the spotlight, his wife has made a different decision that enables her to concentrate on her interests and passions. They have crafted a life together that strikes a balance between their personal aspirations and their mutual dedication to one another. In a world where celebrity relationships frequently garner negative publicity, this connection is both refreshing and inspirational. However, this is when the intriguing part begins. In addition to being a helpful spouse, Peter Doocy's wife serves as an inspiration for women worldwide. Her strength and character are demonstrated by her career, her morals, and her capacity to maintain her composure in the face of the demands of public life. She is evidence that you can have an influence without being in the spotlight. Stories that take place in the background and in silence can sometimes have the most impact. How Peter Doocy's wife has maintained her privacy in an era of excessive sharing is among her most fascinating features. She has opted for a new strategy that puts authenticity over prominence in a world where social media frequently determines how we express ourselves. It serves as a reminder that you can be successful and satisfied without disclosing every aspect of your life. Sometimes the moments we keep to ourselves are the most significant. Let's now tackle the obvious question. Why is Peter Doocy's wife the subject of so much interest? It's easy, actually. Naturally, curiosity is piqued when someone as well-known as Peter Doocy keeps details of his personal life private. The true story here, however, is about honoring a lady who has made the decision to live her life according to her own terms, not about rumors or conjecture. Her narrative serves as a reminder that living a full life does not need you to live up to social norms. The most crucial thing is to be true to who you are, whether or not you are well-known. What does Peter Doocy's wife teach us then? First of all, being in the spotlight isn't always a prerequisite for success. Sometimes it's about the steady, silent job you do in the background. Second, choosing to be private can lead to a great deal of joy and tranquility. Lastly, respect and support for one another are the foundation of a solid partnership. Peter and his spouse are the epitome of how two people can succeed together while still going for their own goals. I want you to consider this as we come to a close. What does it mean to live a genuine life in a world where people are always observing you? The wife of Peter Doocy has demonstrated to us that you can always be true to who you are. Her narrative serves as a potent reminder that living a meaningful life doesn't need you to follow the herd. Please remember to hit the subscribe button for more tales like this one, give this video a thumbs up, and share it with someone who needs a little inspiration. Keep in mind that the most remarkable tales are frequently the ones we don't anticipate. I appreciate you viewing, and I hope to see you in the future.